clean up on aisle 5. It sounds like my life right now. Just one big mess.
What's going on?
It's my property taxes.
What?
I am behind, and I am so worried that I'm going to lose my house. I can pay some of it, but I can't pay it all at once.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm Eric Sabri, the Wayne County Treasurer. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to tax foreclosure. We have assistance programs to help. Visit us at treasurer.waynecounty.com, and we'll help you keep your home.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is Sunday Night Vibes in the building with your boy Robert Flood in the building. And welcome to another show on a Sunday Funday. And on a Sunday Funday, happy Memorial Day weekend, by the way, to everybody out there. And the weather is nice. It is beautiful. I think the weather's finally starting to warm up, which we are so excited about, because I know these past couple of weeks has been cold and everything. But it is good that the weather is starting to warm up. So happy Memorial Day weekend, and make sure you do. Make sure whatever you get to do on this Memorial Day holiday, make sure you do it safe and sound. All right. So we have a really good show for you all today, because we're gonna continue. Our. This is part two. Remember, y'all, I told you all that we was gonna do like a part two to this conversation that we had the last time with Miss Quita Brown, who is here with me and stuff. So we gonna get to that. Because the last time they were all here, it was really a good conversation. So yeah, she's back for more. Part two is on today. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But before we get to anything, I said I was going to do this when I come back on the show. I would like to give a huge shout out to my niece Kirsten, who had their she had her prom send off this past Thursday. So I would like to shout her out. It was really amazing, and I had a chance to be there, and it was nice. It was so nice. The food was good. It was a good turnout despite the cold, because it was a little cold out and everything, and it was nice. It was really, really nice and stuff. And when I tell you, my niece has been doing so much and everything. She's just doing her thing. She's graduating and everything, and she is the last one. Okay, she is the last one, because all my other nieces, they are out. They are graduated. They are out there in the real world doing her thing and stuff. And Kirsten is the last one. So I just want to say, again, congratulations to Kirsten and, the things stuff. And her graduation is actually coming up. What is it? I believe June 5th, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, but anyway, shouts out to Kirsten and the thing, and mostly, all my nieces has been doing, amazing work and stuff. So I just want to, take this time to, shout out all my nieces and stuff, because they have been really amazing and stuff and everything. And I known them since they were, itty bitty babies and stuff, and now they're all grown up. And I was like, where does the time go? And stuff? But so they're all out, and just shout out to all of them and stuff, and Dane, and shout out to all of my nieces who's been doing amazing work. Shouts out to Kirsten, Kiari, Christiana and Krishana. So those are my nieces. So I just want to say keep up the good work, and keep up the good work and everything. And just to see them grow up to be young women, young ladies and stuff. I just love them. I just love that about them because they have been coming a long way. And I have to give a shout out to my sister too, because my sister, she has been raising them. She has been doing a good job raising them. And, she's been obviously trying to do that as well. So shout out to all of them again for doing their thing. Kirsten, a special shout out to Kirsten for doing that as well and stuff. So, just shout out to all of them. But I just wanted to say that because I knew that I was coming on the show today to kind of give them a shout out, because when I tell you they grew up to be independent women and stuff. They were just babies, but now they're all grown up. So again, shout out to them. And so I just wanted to mention that and things and stuff like that. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna get the show started because we got a lot to talk about with Miss Quita Brown. She is back, like I said, and we're gonna continue our part 2 discussion that we had on the last time. So make sure you do that. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show, okay? Make sure you do that for me, please, and thank you. Like, subscribe, and share the show. And we're just gonna keep it light today. Okay, we're gonna keep it light because I know it's a holiday weekend, and I know you guys are out there doing whatever, grilling, whatnot. So we're just gonna keep the show light today. All right. So when we come back, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to turn things over to Miss Quita Brown and find out what she has in store for us today. And we're going to get this party started on a Sunday night. How about that? Sunday Night Vibes. It is the Memorial Day weekend edition of Sunday Night Vibes. So we're going to keep this party going. We'll be right back right after this to get the show started. And Quita Brown is coming up next, so y'all stay tuned. We're going to have a real good show for y'all tonight. We'll be right back.
The tax lady. Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS? Then listen carefully. You may be able to pay the IRS less and save thousands of dollars because right now there are special government tax programs for people like you who owe the IRS. We can even help you if you have unfiled tax returns. And if you qualify, you'll pay less money to the IRS or state. Stop worrying about wage garnishments and bank levies and call the number on the screen right now for a free tax review. We know what you're going through. We help good people like you every day pay the IRS or state less taxes all the time. If you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state, call now for your free, no-obligation consultation with a tax professional. Don't fight the IRS alone. Call the Tax Ladies team today.
Call the tax lady at 855-325-1720.
Offer is so good, I'm going to repeat it. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for 6 days. All meals included for only $2.99. Again, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. All meals, all drinks, $2.99. We'll even give you a free cruise or land package if you're one of the first 50 people to call right now. Again, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for only $2.99. Be one of the first 50 people to book right now in our luxurious, all-inclusive resort. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, you deserve a great vacation. So take it right now. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Call now and get a free cruise or land package on top of your trip.
Call 877-543-3960. That's 877-543-3960. Again, 877-543.
All right, and we We are back. We are back. We are back. It is Sunday Night Vibes with Robert Flood in Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Make sure, again, I have to keep reminding y'all, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show. If you like the conversation we're about to have with the guests that I have on the show, you gotta like, subscribe, and share the show. Because if you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. But y'all need to definitely do that. And also, the number to the station is 313-573-8689. It's the number if you want to chime in on whatever it is that you want to talk about and stuff. Okay, so let's get started. I am just so amazed. I'm just so glad that my guest is back. We, if you haven't joined us the last time, let me just fill you in. What we talked about the last time. We talked about all sorts of stuff, all sorts of conversations with, gun violence and all that stuff. And I told y'all I was gonna keep it light, because it's a holiday weekend and stuff. So we just go do that. But we still need to have that conversation otherwise and stuff. So joining me here again, so excited she is back, Miss Laquita Brown is in the building. Hey, y'all Robert. Give it up for Laquita in the building. And also so excited again to be back on with us. Miss Raina is back in the building. Welcome. And it was a pleasure, for you to be back and the thing. Okay, so this topic you guys had on the last time was really deep and stuff, and it is just obviously a deep conversation and stuff, but we go keep it light and stuff and keep it a thing for. So I want to do this because obviously we got new people joining us, so I want to make sure that the new people coming in knows what Quita and Wayna is about. So either one of you can start. Tell everybody what you do and the purpose of why you're doing it.
Okay, I will start this time. So my name is Laquita Brown. I am a community advocate. I am a community outreach coordinator for District 1 for Detroit Champions for Hope, which is the imperative tool of Hope Starts Here. I am a disability advocate, parent advocate, just all around advocate.
All around. Hey, I love it. And Wayna, you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Sure, no problem. My name is Raina. I am also outreach specialist for Detroit Champions for Hope, and also I do the community advocacy as well for Detroit Champions for Hope. I also am a community advocate for our seniors and students, so our young people and our older people. We definitely have to stand up and advocate for them and advocate for our families. So that's what I do.
Nice. And can you explain a little more about Advocate for Hope? Exactly what that is. Detroit Champions for Hope. Yeah. Explain what that is.
Detroit Champions for Hope. We focus on early childhood education, and so we advocate for policy change for early childhood, because as we know, they're trying to cut every part of early education period, but definitely early childhood education is low on the totem pole, so we have to definitely fight for having monies and programs for our early childhood education.
Yeah, it is great to see what you guys are doing. Great to see what you guys are doing and stuff. And I know we supposed to have somebody else, but she couldn't make it. So, but that's okay. We are stuck with the two we have. So we'll just work with what we got. We just work with what we got. So So, I understand you guys had an event.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys had an event
Yeah.
that was, I think, a couple of weeks ago or something that you guys had this big event.
Yeah, it was on May 1st.
It was in,
It was on May 1st.
and that, what was it like?
Good grief.
Good grief and stuff. And how did that go?
Good grief really touched the need for the community. We knew it was a need, but to see it and live it was something totally different. There was a lot of breakthroughs at this event. People stood up and talked about their loss for the first time, and we were there to share that with them. And we were also there to give them resources, because good grief is our way of healthy healing, getting healthy healing concepts or aspects from different people's perspectives to help you grieve. Because the way you're doing it might not work. But if I hear Raina's story and I say, oh, that might work for me, and it actually does, you're on your journey to a healthy healing place. So I was really, really ecstatic, and it was a great opportunity to be an ear for someone that just started speaking about their grief. And in that space was my uncle and aunt, who I was telling you about the gun violence. They surprised me, and they came to speak about the loss of Cameron, which Cameron found the gun when he was 8 last year on August 19th and killed himself. So that's why the Gun Violence Awareness Day is extremely important, which is coming up on June 7th. We're trying to give gun locks to the community as much as we can. Give them education and awareness. So Good Grief opened up a gateway to help the community even further. So we'll be repeating those resources and those tips at the Gun Violence Awareness Day.
And that's coming up on June 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be something. That is definitely gonna be something. And can I ask you? Can I ask y'all what made you all decide to do this particular gun violence and stuff? What made y'all team up to do stuff like this?
The community conversations.
Yeah, our community conversation. There's a need in our community. There's been a need even before COVID. In our community, it's taboo to talk about what's going on with you mentally, how you feeling emotionally. It's taboo.
Yeah.
And you told to sweep it under the rug or keep quiet about it, especially our men. But I do want to say for our Good Grief event that a lot of men opened up. They wanted, and those who didn't talk, they wanted to. I heard them say, I want to say something. Even though they were encouraged to go ahead and say something. They didn't. But they know now, it's okay that you can speak about it, or we made that place and space comfortable for people to open up about how they're feeling. It's okay for men to grieve. You can grieve in public. You can grieve in front of women. All women don't look at men as being soft or being, less than because they cry or because they grieve. They're human, just like anybody else. We're all human. So we opened up that space for them to be able to feel comfortable to let it go. And as Laquita said, her uncle, he said he didn't feel comfortable going to talk to a therapist, somebody he didn't know, but he confided in his pastor, who was helping him through it. And he definitely said he didn't want to come and do nothing in public, but he opened up in public because other people felt comfortable enough to open up and share about what was going on with them. Along with grieving comes PTSD or whatever you've been through. So post-traumatic, syndrome or whatever. So whatever you've been through, it may traumatize you. So that place and space gave up. That place and space gave opening for people to feel comfortable and talk about what they're going through, and to get suggestions on how to deal with things. Everybody might be feeling different. I might be sad. I might be scared. Some people were angry and didn't know what to do or how to deal with their anger,
Yeah. So say I want to scream, and we're like, we'll scream. You want to do it, do it. Let go, feel free, no judgment. You're safe.
No judgment. It's a no judgment zone, pretty much, right?
Yeah, of course not. No
It's a
judgment at all.
zone.
You're safe. That's the bottom line.
I love it. I love how you two, come together to help the community, pretty much. Because I feel like that's really important to say the least. To see the thing. But I want to know this. How did y'all two meet? How did y'all two meet to obviously do this? Because I feel like y'all two are in the gang. Y'all two are out here in the street doing it.
She was on one side of the White House, and I was on the other side of the White House. We crossed in the hallway.
No, that is funny. But yeah, so yeah, how did y'all two meet?
Well, we met through our organization, which is called Detroit Champions for Hope. As I stated before, Laquita is a very giving person. She's very smart. She's very knowledgeable, and she puts herself out there. People draw to her. That's all I'm gonna say. People are drawn to her. Yeah, people are drawn to her. So definitely, it was a great thing connecting with her.
That is one, and the two of y'all have been doing it ever since, right?
Yeah.
Between y'all two.
She keeps me going. She keeps me pushing.
She keeps you on your toes.
Laquita can do it. I know I can too. I can do it too.
She keeps
me going.
I love it, man. This is what I'm talking about.
I give turns everything. He gonna make me do this alone. Like no, I'm coming. I'm doing it.
Teamwork makes the dream work, man. Right. I love that. Awesome. I love that. And to see the two of you coming together like this, it's just amazing, man. So I want to give you guys y'all flowers, man, because y'all are definitely doing it. Y'all are definitely doing the work. Yeah, give it up for them. Give it up for them. These are the two. If y'all don't know Wayna or Quita, you go know about them by the time the show's on. Let me tell you. Because these two right here are like Bonnie and Clyde. They're like the female version of Bonnie and Clyde. You hear them?
We're the brown family. Okay.
All right. Come on, brown family. Come on, there you go. You better name these old shows. You better name. So look, y'all. This is just amazing, y'all. We're gonna take another break, but when we come back, we are gonna definitely get right into more of the conversation and stuff. And shout out. I gotta give a shout out to my best friend Samantha. She obviously the other day. Hey Samantha. These are my two guests saying shout out to you. These are my two guests here saying shout out and stuff. But hey Samantha, one of my truly best friends. One of my absolutely best friends and stuff, like a sister and stuff. And yeah, that's my girl right there. That's my girl. So shout out to Samantha. All right, y'all. We'll be right back with more from Quita and Wayna right after this Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood in the building. Back after this.
I know you ain't gonna.
Full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
Call 855-993-2087. That's 855-993-2087. 855-993-2087.
County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-59.
Welcome back, y'all. It is Sunday Night Vibes. Robert Flood in the building. Courageous Detroit Radio Network. It's the station you're listening to, and the show you're listening to is Sunday Night Vibes, right here. And again, it's a holiday weekend. So again, happy Memorial Day weekend to everyone out there. Make sure you be safe and sound out there in these streets. You know, we don't want no problems. We don't want no issues. And this holiday weekend. So make sure you all like, subscribe, and share the show. If you like the conversation we are having on the show today, make sure you do that. Like, subscribe, and share the show. And the number again, if you want to call in, if you want to chime in and chime in with the guests, is 313-573-8689. All right, so we are back with Quita and Raina. And Miss Raina, I did not know because obviously it is. Obviously, the prom is going on, graduation is going on, and all that stuff is happening right now. But I understand that what was it, your son?
Yeah,
that
my son.
Your son just had a prom send off.
Yeah, he just had.
And I just I just got done talking with my niece because she just had her prom send off.
Oh wow.
And graduation and all that stuff and the thing. So so how did that go? How did the prom send off go?
It was very stressful, but it went well, and it gave him his shine that he wanted and he was looking for. So I made it, made it good for him. And I just wanted to say it's definitely a blessing because the beginning of 2024 I almost lost him to gun violence. So I praise God every day that I still have him and that he's doing as well as he's doing. So I'm definitely happy about that.
Oh, okay. So you almost lost your son doing gun violence and stuff.
Yeah.
That is the thing. And well, I'm glad he's living. And stuff
yeah, he's
and
thriving.
everything.
He's definitely thriving.
He's thriving.
Thriving.
He's thriving.
Yeah, he's definitely thriving. He's driving too. He loves to drive. But
how old is he?
He's just turned 18.
Oh, okay. So 18.
Yeah. He just
so he's behind the wheel, cruising down the street.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Do you be scared as a mom? Do you be scared for him?
Oh, for sure. Every day I'm praying and just taking deep breaths, harassing them on the phone, calling them, where you at, what you doing, where you at, what you doing, who around, okay.
Oh, you one of them parents, okay.
I just be like, what kind of socks you got on? Okay. You answered the phone, you sound good. You said orange.
I love it, man. I
just
love it.
Living where we're living, we have to worry day by day about even ourselves going out, but I definitely worry about my young men. I have two sons. I worry about our young men.
As you should, yeah.
Yeah, to gun violence from other people, other people just out here crazy, or even the police. We don't have really bad police violence in Detroit, not too bad.
Especially now since it's a holiday weekend.
Yeah,
so, that could be something that
definitely a worry because it can happen at any given time. I got PTSD too from it, but
not PTSD. Not PTSD.
Yeah, I do. I do definitely worry about it because it's out there every time your child is away from you and you hear gunshots, you just immediately worry. So we definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I am just so glad he's okay and doing his thing and stuff. And I don't know, what's his name.
His name is Donnie. We call him Donnie.
Donnie, shouts out to Donnie. Shouts out to Donnie, man. And so you said you had two sons, right? Mm-hmm. You had him and
he has an older brother.
An older brother and stuff. And I'm sure as a parent, as a mother, you are like concerned. Concerned about that. And I don't know, are you a single mom?
No, I'm not a single mom.
Oh, okay.
They have their father.
Because I was going to say, single moms is out here. We got to give it up to our single moms, y'all.
True.
We definitely got to give it up to our single moms because they're out here making it ends meet. They're out here making ends meet. So shouts out to the single moms out here who've been doing it. So I was going to say single moms is the thing. But do you Do you have any advice to like the single moms out here? Because you know there's single moms out here who is doing the doggone thing
They
and
are.
stuff,
They
and
are.
you know,
For any mother, whether
Yes.
they're single or not. Sometimes when you have two parents in the home, we can't be with our children every second. And we pray that they listen to us and be obedient, because sometimes they do what they want to do, especially when they become teenagers. I think the advice that I will give is to let parents know your kid's not grown. They're not grown until they move out of your house. So they have to obey your rules. If you paying for their phone bill, guess what? You have free right to go through and check their phones. If you're not checking their phones, you don't know what they're doing. They do everything on the cell phone. So
Yeah.
you got a teenager or a preteen or whatever, you have full rights to check their phone. You have full rights to put control over the devices that they use to make communications. If you don't do it, you don't know what they're doing at all. So
Yeah.
you have that right to go through, look at what they're doing. You give them a little bit of a leeway or trust or whatever, and make it open for them to feel okay, mom, yeah, let's look through my phone or whatever. I don't want you to see these, but go ahead. You got full rights to do that, because if you don't, you won't know what your kids are doing, what they talking about, and
Right,
why they block you on Instagram or Facebook. Everybody else see what they doing, and you have no clue of what they're doing.
Yeah.
So you have full rights. They're not grown yet.
See, we didn't have that back in the day.
No, you
We
did.
did not have that back in the day.
You had neighbors.
You
that
know,
told on you.
around dinner time back in the look, around dinner time back in the day, when it's dinner time and everything, kids didn't have their phones out. Kids did not have their phones out like they have it now and stuff. All this
Right.
social media and everything and stuff. But you had to be in the house when the street lights came on. You know,
That's for
when the
sure.
street lights came on, your butt is in the house. You know,
That's
so
right.
So I
No
envy
sneaking
that.
out. No sneaking out.
No. Catch your kids sneaking out, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be like thing right there and stuff, sneaking out and stuff. But kids is doing the most and stuff. And
They are. They think they're grown long before their time, which, that's a part of life. But we still have to remember, we birthed them. They need training. They need guidance.
Yeah.
They still need guidance. Even when they go to high school, they still need guidance.
Yeah.
They still need guidance.
Yeah, guidance and stuff. That's amazing. That is so amazing. Well, shout out to the kids, to your kids again.
Thank
for,
you.
Doing
Thank you so
that.
much.
Have he what school is he graduating from?
He's graduating from Oak Park.
Okay, Oak Park. Shout out to Oak Park and stuff, and everything. So he can well, that's good. That is good. Graduation, prom, and everything. That is just amazing. That is just amazing stuff. But thing. So Quita, do you cause we talk all the time and stuff, and I don't know if you want to tell this on air or not, but I know we was online and you was like in a house fire or something. I remember you saying that you was in a house fire with
Yes.
domestic violence and stuff.
Yeah, we were talking about relationships and.
If you want to talk about it, then if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool. But yeah, I just thought, if you wanted to talk about it, we can.
That is totally up to you. It's whatever you guys want to know. I'm open.
Yeah, cause I said we was gonna keep it light. We was gonna keep it light, but if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
No, you're fine.
That's fine.
You're
That is fine. But
it's okay. We were discussing the different community conversations and how it came up. So the community conversations, the titles came up, of course, through lived experiences, and people confiding in me about their lived experiences. So I just said if there's enough people, then of course it becomes a conversation. And he was asking what's upcoming, which was domestic violence was upcoming. Family violence was upcoming, and he was like, how do you have lived experience with that, And I said, well, my first marriage was very toxic and violent. And it, and our families turned into like the Hatfield and the McCoys because we ended up living across the street from each other. So it was a lot of fighting going on between the families every single day, like the frog, the coyote and the sheepdog. You punch in at 7 o'clock in the morning, y'all fighting all day until you punch out. Like, that's just how it was. And ultimately, our families end up separating due to being relocated because everybody ended up burning the houses down. So, yeah. So it was just like
that's serious.
Lived experience, it's something
that's very serious
that you lived through, and now that you at the time it was, you wasn't thinking about God, you wasn't thinking about living. It was I'm gonna kill you, and that's how our families was against each other. But looking back at it, it's just like I'm so glad I lived.
I was going to ask you that.
Through it.
I was going to ask you that too. Looking back at it now, how does it make you feel when you experience something like that?
That's another thing too. We was talking about relationships. Your relationship can be an addiction, and that was my addiction. I was addicted to the toxic of my first marriage. My first husband was addictive. That's why I was every day it was fight. So just looking back, I'm just glad, like I said, I'm glad I didn't hurt him, and I'm glad he didn't hurt me to where we couldn't come back from it. We went on to be someone else's love of their life, and they actually love us the way we should have loved each other. But I'm glad we survived it to be able to do it again and learn this time the right way to love somebody.
Learn from your mistakes, right?
Yep.
I'm just first and foremost, I'm glad you're okay.
Me too.
Because it could have been worse.
Man.
It could have been worse. I told you this offline. It could have been worse and stuff. And
for sure.
Yeah, and I'm just happy you're in a safe place. Better life, better husband, kids, and everything. And yeah, I'm just glad you're all right. I'm just glad you're okay because it could have been worse. It could have been could have been dead and gone and stuff.
Several times. I know. I look back on it and I apologize. I apologize to him. He's apologized because we were aiming to take one or the other. If I can't have you, nobody can. That was a person. That wasn't just a statement. And we was trying every day to take the other one out. So, so
that's
like nothing. Yeah, nothing works.
Nothing works out and stuff. Exactly. I know that's right. You better not mess with Creedy.
I ain't not even there anymore. I'll probably get beat up today. Okay, that's the last time I fought.
Let me see. Do you know how old you were when that happened?
So my first marriage was my early 20s. So I got married at 18, so I was still a teenager.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Up to my first 2 years.
Gotcha.
About 125, about 5 pounds lighter. I'm just saying, I'm a whole different person. Yeah, a little slower, all that. I can't. Nah, I'm not even. No.
Pounds lighter. I love it. I love it. You looking good though.
Thank you.
You is looking good.
Thank you so much.
So let me see. We got people. We actually got people. People. Oh, okay. Shouts out again to Samantha. Okay, my best friend from my job and all that. She watches every Sunday and stuff. So shouts out there and stuff. So, but we got people actually texting in and stuff, and I want to read a couple right now. This is from Mary. Mary says, Robert, love the show and happy anniversary to your show and stuff, and glad you made it another year. I appreciate that, Mary. And So she says that these two young ladies you have on your show, First and foremost, I'm glad you got them back on your show. I listened to them the last time they was on your show, and just amazing job. And she said that you two look absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
You
Thank
two
you,
look
Mary.
stunning.
Thank you.
And she also says that I did not want anything. I just want to let your guests know to keep up the good work. And I am enjoying this conversation, and hopefully, Robert, you will have these young ladies back on your show 1,000 times, because we need to have this conversation. We need to have this conversation for them. So for them to come on your program is outstanding. So ladies, congratulations. And I'm gonna
Thank you.
I'm gonna try my best to come out to one of your events and just keep up the good work. So thank you, Mary. Thank you. Appreciate that. And when you hear conversations like that, it gotta make you feel good to hear, people reaching out,
Of course, yes.
and people reaching out to you, and think, how does that make you feel when you hear people reaching out to you like that, giving you, wisdom and knowledge and stuff? Yeah,
Uplifting.
Definitely
for sure.
encouraging.
Yeah.
Really encouraging, and hope other people will join
Mm-hmm.
the conversation
Join the
help of the healing each other, because I feel like all we have is us.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take us to take care of us, and that's how it is right now. So we're out here, for our community and willing to help in any way possible, whether it's just giving them resources or being that connection of being able to offer that place and space for them to have the conversations, because some people they die a little bit on the inside for being holding it in so long and not being able to just talk about it.
Yep.
They don't have anybody to talk about it to, or any thought of how to move forward out of their trauma,
out of their comfort zone.
Out of their comfort zone. But when you hold in trauma and you don't have a place of space to talk about it, it can kill you.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
There it is. Did you want to add something to that, Quita? Or you good?
I'm just ingesting the comments right now.
Yeah, that is what's up. And we got another shout out. Latoya.
Love you too, Latoya.
Latoya. Okay. I was trying to think of the name. Thank you, Latoya.
Love you too.
Love the conversation. See, this conversation is getting to people. You thought people wasn't going to tune in and do the show.
Who are you talking to?
But no, I'm kidding. This has been a really good conversation and stuff. And we are going to. Okay, let's take a break. Okay. But when we come back, we got. I want to read to you. I want to read to you just a couple more people tuning in and stuff, because people are loving this conversation. They want to hear more of it. Also, I know you guys got some more events coming up, so I want you, of course, to let people know what you guys got coming up and all that good stuff. So we'll be right back with more from Sunday Night Vibes with Quita and Raina in the building. All right. Sunday Night Vibes, Robert Flood, yo boy, checking out. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Sunday night vibes on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Robert Flood in the building, and I'm here with Quita and Wayna in the building right here. The black version of Bonnie and Clyde, and
Cagney
and Lacey, and all that. They're in the building. And we just here chopping it up on this Memorial Day holiday, and it is definitely a pleasure again to have them both joining us on the thing. I told you all we was going to keep the show light. It was a little bit on the thing here and there, but we kept it light. And stuff. So I want to do this because we only got a few minutes to go here, and I want to read this text by Tanya real quick. Tanya says, "Good show, Robert, and the ladies you have on your show is absolutely phenomenal."
Thank you, Tanya.
Wayna, I love what you got on. Tanya's giving me.
Thank you, Tanya.
And just a great conversation, Robert, with your show. And please, I'm begging you to have these ladies back on your show because they are speaking truth to power.
Right,
they are definitely speaking truth to power. And I love that. But they are definitely speaking truth to power, and we need to have these conversations, because I think you said it before, Robert. No one is talking about violence, gun violence, and everything. And for you to have these ladies on your show, it is definitely phenomenal. And yes, I would definitely come out to one of their events if they have anything coming up. Please let them know. Please let me know. Let me know if they have any great events coming up. I love the show. Happy holidays to the fine people at Courageous Detroit Radio Station, Miss Wendy.
Yes.
Miss Wendy, and everybody, and shouts out to Keith Williams as well. Keith Williams as well, and shouts out to everybody over there at Courageous Detroit, and love the show. Love the show, Robert. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God, that just made me feel good. That just definitely made me feel good and stuff. But I appreciate you listening, Tanya. And yes, they will come back. I feel like we need to have a part 3, pretty much, because I feel like there's certain stuff that we didn't get out, but thinking about that. Okay, so real quick, because we're running short on time, tell people what y'all got coming up. Because I know if you guys got any events that people want to know about, let the people know what y'all got coming up.
Okay, so we definitely just touched on the Gun Violence Awareness Day. We're having that. Being a part of that is going to be at Victoria Park, which is on Victoria at Dickerson Drive. That's on the east side. We have a Capture Black Joy. We're partnering with Black Mothers Breastfeeding. That is on June the 6th. We also have a self-care event coming up later in June. We are also gearing towards our child grooming event in September.
Oh you definitely gotta come back and tell us about that.
That's quite a bit of information, but we definitely want people to come out on June 7th for that gun violence awareness day in the park. And show some support. Are they still looking for vendors, Quita, or
Sure.
Yep. And we'll give Robert a number to call or post on in the comments later if anybody's interested in becoming a vendor at the event. That's June 7th, Gun Violence Awareness. At Victoria Park, right?
Yep.
All right.
On the east side.
Hopefully that's gonna be good though. That's gonna be good, and hopefully it'll be nice weather. Hopefully we're hoping and praying it's gonna be nice weather.
Council President Mary Sheffield is the guest speaker there that day.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope. You think y'all can have her come on my show?
We can try to work that.
I can talk to
We can
her.
work that.
We can ask. She was out there supporting us during the strike that we just had, so she's very supportive. Very supportive.
And we love Mary Sheffield too. Shout out to Mary Sheffield. Shout out to Mary Sheffield. And I'm claiming it right now here on Sunday Night Vibes. She will be the new mayor of the city of Detroit. Okay?
Yeah.
Claim it on Sunday Night Vibes. But just shout out to her and the thing and the stuff. So y'all, we definitely need to have a part 3 of this conversation and stuff. So to be continue again, because I feel like we have to do that.
Really quick, I would like for everybody to become an advocate. There's still time to write to your Congress people about the Medicaid, stopping that from becoming a passing bill, because they did pass, however, an $80 billion cut for federal programs a couple of days ago. So I just want everybody to become an advocate and really express to the Congress that this cannot happen. We celebrated 60 years of Head Start, this month. And
oh, wow. That's dope.
So we want to continue celebrating Head Start every year. Okay. So please, the Congress, don't cut that either. Like, it's extremely important. So
it is extremely.
I just encourage everybody to be an advocate for themselves right now. If not for you, for your family. If not for your family, your neighbors. Just be an advocate right now, because it's pressing. It's a very pressing issue right now.
I told y'all they were the best guests. And they finished each other's sentences too. They finished each other's sentences. You gotta love it. You have gotta love it.
It's totally unscripted, I promise.
It's unscripted. It is unscripted. It is so good. Y'all, I just want to thank you guys for coming on. This has been thank you. I mean, I'm sure everybody enjoyed this conversation, and we will definitely and contact information. Y'all got contact information how people can reach you?
Yeah, how you want them to reach you?
You are Detroit Champions for Hope. Email address.
Sure, that's the easiest one too.
One more time.
So, if they want to reach us, they can go on to the website for Detroit Champions for Hope. And my email address is Raina, RANA, at Detroit Champion for Hope.org.
One more time, because you always got to give the email thing twice.
RANA at Detroit Champions for Hope.org.
There it is. Okay. There it is. Yeah. We definitely, and we got another shout out. It's Taylor Evans' cousin. Taylor Evans. Oh, that's my cousin. That is my cousin. She is watching. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. That's my cousin on my daddy's side of the family. So she is listening. Cuz shout out to my cousin Taylor and Shelby and everybody out there who is watching and stuff. So yeah, that was nice. That was so nice and stuff. But look, ladies, again, thank you both for coming on. And we definitely need to have a part 3. And definitely need to do this again and stuff. And y'all, make sure if you like this conversation we're having, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, do that, and we won't have no problems and stuff. But I want you all to have a very happy and safe Memorial Day weekend this weekend. Go out and enjoy this beautiful weather. Amen. Okay, because go out and enjoy this weather, and I think we're finally starting to warm up.
Yep.
I think we're finally starting to warm up, and because it's been cool the last 2 weeks and stuff, so we're finally starting to warm up. I think we even seen some 70s and stuff. It would be nice if we can have some 80s and all that good stuff.
It's coming.
And everything. Yeah. Tell me again, Quita.
It's coming.
It's coming. All right, but we want you all to have a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Make sure you be safe out here in these streets, and don't get into any mystery. Don't if you're gonna drink, don't drive, and if you're gonna drive, don't drink. And please, I have to say this before we end. Put down the guns. Stop the killing, stop the violence, stop the killing,
And
stop the
hug
violence,
somebody.
put down the guns, and hug somebody.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
And my
Tell them
thing-
again, Quita.
My thing, have patience. People don't have patience. Relax a little bit. You ain't got nowhere to be. Relax. Because a lot of gun violence happens from road rage. And people just driving and acting crazy. You can wait a second. Let them do what they gotta do. You don't have to be angry while you're driving. Give them their space. You can cuss all you want, but give them their space. Let them do what they need to
That's
do.
right.
And have patience. You have that patience with people. Patience will go a long way. It'll save your life, somebody else's life, and the next person's life. So have patience. That's my word.
That's
for
her
this
P.
weekend.
That's Raina's PSA for the day, and she said what she said, y'all. She said what she said. That definitely. But y'all, thank you all for tuning in Sunday Night Vibes on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. We about to get up out of here because I know my producer is tired. Miss Wendy is tired. She's exhausted. I can tell by the look on her face, and she's tired and stuff. So. I love messing with Wendy. I love it. But yeah, shout out to Miss Wendy. Shout out to everybody and stuff, and everybody in the background. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Keith Williams for having this place and space for us to be able to come and have these conversations and broadcast. So if this wasn't here, we wouldn't be here. So
There you
shout
go.
out to Keith Williams.
Y'all, let's give it up for Keith Williams, the owner of the station. Keith Williams. Give it up for Keith Williams. Like she said, if it wasn't for him, then we will be wherever. But shout out to Keith Williams. Shout out to Keith Williams. Shout out to Wendy and the fine people on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. She is thebomb.com. Exactly, thebomb.com.
.org.
There it is. Y'all have a safe Memorial Day weekend. We will check y'all out next week.
We accepting ribs.
She said what she said. She said what she said. All right, it's gonna be fun though. So y'all have a safe Memorial Day weekend, and yeah, you never know. Quita might be crashing your backyard party or when.
Don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised with these two.
I need beef ribs.
Y'all, thank you all for watching again. You see, this is a trip. I love having these guests here. I love these ladies so much. They were hilarious. Y'all give it up again for these ladies. Again.
Thank you for the opportunity, of course.
We will see, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. We will see y'all next week for another show. Y'all have a great and safe Memorial Day weekend. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Have a good night.
Good night.